Hi again then guys, and welcome to another speed build for Forza Horizon 4 in particular, this time for one of my most popular builds from Horizon 3, one of the quickest cars in the game. I would say perhaps even the best all-round supercar in the game based on value for money and bang for buck, the 2017 shaped Ford GT. Brilliant car, but as you of course have seen from the title of this video, it's not as quick as it used to be. It used to be around a 275 mile per hour car in Horizon 3. Now it's more like 260, and the main reason for that is, of course, you can no longer do the V12 engine swap, so instead of 1500 horsepower, it's got just over 900. So when you look at it that way, it's really impressive, but it's still not as quick as it used to be, which is unfortunate. Now, as far as the tuning goes, for the upgrades, you pretty much know the drill by this point if you've used my tunes before. You want your racing tyres, gearbox, brakes, upgrade the power as much as you can, basically fit everything except the roll cage and the wings. You don't need any of those. The roll cage is more for handling anyway, so of course this is more of a speed build with some handling in there as well. Now, as far as the benchmark goes, the top speed you can technically get to be a little bit quicker, like 261.8 kind of territory, but it makes 6th gear way too long and it takes too long to get there, so we've tightened that up a little bit. It's still around a 261, 262 mile per hour build, and as far as the acceleration, it's very strong, especially for its power. 1.6 to 60, 3.1 to 100. That's some serious territory for a 900 horsepower vehicle. Now, as far as the tune itself, you can incidentally get this one from my storefront, so just do the usual, go down to the description, use the tags like HSG for instance to search for it. Now, as far as the gearbox, I'd recommend a final drive of 2.95, then individual gears of 2.9, 1.95, 1.5, 1.19, 0.96 and 0.75. Now, as far as the rest of the stuff, the more handling side of things, you want neutral camber, neutral toe. Of course, it's all down to you, but that's what I'd recommend. As far as caster, I've gone for 4 degrees, so bang on the centre, not too heavy, not too loose. As far as anti-roll, I've got those on 30 and 25. Springs on 93, 135, and then the ride height I've left 7.8 centimeters. For the dampers, we've got 10, 13, 5, and 6. Aero, of course, doesn't apply. As I said, don't fit the front or rear wing, they just slow you down. The amount of people who still do that, even after watching the video, shocks me to no end. And as far as the diff, you want 100% on everything. That gives you really good all-wheel drive handling. And as far as the centre split, I would recommend 80% towards the back. That 20% makes a huge difference going to the front. Now, of course, you could leave it rear-wheel drive. You might want to tune it to a lower category, for instance, say S1 instead of S2, but this is just all-out, complete, total performance, and the all-round package of handling, acceleration, and, of course, top speed. So with that in mind, you can still weave really well through the high-speed turns, but the all-wheel drive makes a huge difference off-road, and especially for low-speed corners, you can put the power down, and you don't really need to worry about the car fishtailing, it just gets the job done. Now, that's it for the tune. Of course, there's room for variation if you want to play around, and as I said, you can get it on my storefront anyway, but now you want to see how quick can it actually go. Now, as you can see here from the car in action, it has no trouble weaving through traffic, but unfortunately a lot of the time the game will just shove random cars in front of you basically, so actually getting 261 or 262 out of it is another thing entirely. Unfortunately, due to the lack of top-end power compared to what it used to have, around 600 horsepower less, you can definitely feel the difference. This car used to absolutely fly up over 270, now it flies up to about 250 and then slows down significantly after that. So in other words, for the vast majority of situations on the map, it's more than fast enough. But as far as top speed, it is strong, and although it doesn't have the power that it used to, it's still fast. It's still one of the quickest supercars you can get, and for 400 grand it is great value, just like it used to be. So as I said, you can pick this one up from my storefront, and of course you'll want to stick around here on the channel for tons more speed tunes on Horizon 4, and you can click right here on screen to see all of my other tunes. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.